Our Gospel reading on this St. James's Day comes from Gospel of Matthew, chapter 20, beginning to read at verse 20. Then the mother of the sons of Zebedee came with her sons, and kneeling before Jesus, she asked a favour of him. And he said to her, "What do you want?" She said to him, "Declare that these two sons of mine will sit, one at your right hand and one at your left, in your kingdom." And Jesus answered, "You do not know what you're asking. Are you able to drink the cup that I'm about to drink?" They said to him, "We're able." He said to them, "You will indeed drink my cup. But to sit at my right hand and at my left, this is not mine to grant, but it is for those for whom it has been prepared by my Father." When the 10 heard it, they were angry with the two brothers. But Jesus called them to him and said, "You know that the rulers of the Gentiles lord it over them, and their great ones are tyrants over them. It will not be so among you, but whoever wishes to be great among you must be your servant, and whoever wishes to be first among you must be your slave. Just as the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve, and to give his life a ransom for many." Well, our reflection starts with one of those bits about the Bible which interests some and leave others cold. This same passage is also found in Mark chapter 10, and Matthew often copies Mark and often tweaks him while doing the copying. And these tweaks tell us something, although what that something is not always clear. In this case, the tweaking is that whereas in Mark we hear James and John going directly to Jesus, today in Matthew we hear it's their mother putting in a special plea for her special children. Do we think, mothers, eh? Or do we think that Matthew is trying to protect the reputation of the disciples who look, frankly, a bit self-obsessed and power-hungry in Mark? I wonder what you think about that. But perhaps more interesting and of greater and more lasting value is trying to work out what Jesus is actually saying. The target of Jesus' word is the Gentile way of ordering society. Jesus appears to be exercised by their violence and oppression. And what he seems to be saying is that followers of the way, that will be us, need to develop a practice of politics that does not mirror the methods and rhetoric that dominates the world. For us in our generation, where populist slogans, dog whistling, sound bites and angry mobs appear to be the chosen vehicle for arranging the world, Jesus challenges us to find an alternative model that has integrity with the message of the kingdom of God. The model Jesus offers is countercultural. He talks about humility, service and sacrifice. When I look around Christian communities, I know this is what I see. It's as if somehow we have picked up this message and learned to run with it. Of course, by its very nature, we should not sing and dance about this. The great news is that Christians put this countercultural vocation faithfully into practice. Sometimes living the Christian life seems so complicated. And then we note this and we remind ourselves that however imperfectly, we do seek to do what the Lord calls us to do. So this week, let us ask for grace that we can do more in His name, in His world, to build His kingdom.